me and my friends, and we go out to go play basketball, and sometimes we're worried about staying out too late because we don't want to get hurt or robbed, shot, killed.
There was a point in my career where I knew, for every year I taught, I knew at least one student that was killed. And 1 year when I was at Gratz, 4 students were killed in 1 year, and those things make it really, really hard to teach.
There isn't a kid in our school who hasn't been personally touched by violence.
Most of the people that came to this school were coming to this school to be safe. You shouldn't come to school to be safe, I don't think. The school is small, so we know everybody and everybody knows us, and I think that's a super big help.
In the beginning of the year when we had our peace classes, leadership, it was really nice for us to get to know other students. The teachers even encourage us to get to know each other.
The leadership classes, because they would do a lot of activities where you would talk and get in discussions and get to know people's personalities and whatnot. So that's kind of what led up to everybody getting along with everybody else, those classes, because it gave you a chance to really know what your classmates was all about.
You get involved in more things, so students are more likely to succeed or be a part of their community because they have mentors and adults who are actually looking out for them, staying on top of them so that they don't forget, so that they do it.
Corey was next, I believe, and then Zaina.
Slavery happened, then segregation happened, then people like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X fought for people to be equal, right?
The concept of peace is becoming more deeply embedded into the culture.
The worst part about it was that everybody kept calling her weirdo, a freak, an outcast to everyone. That experience taught me to defend others for it too, for you make a better change in their life.
Wow.
Every one of our 9th grade students was trained to be a peer mediator. Our hope is so that they can take it informally into other aspects of their lives.
I'm unaware of what goes on in everyone else's home, and I could say something that could really offend somebody, and I am sorry if I did offend you or potentially could.
Everybody that comes into the mediation has to volunteer. You don't have to do it. You're not forced to. It's volunteer. So everybody there at their own will, and we work together so that the two people having disagreement can come to an agreement. They can agree to disagree as long as they stick to that agreement.
Because we do it almost every day. We have to go through it every day. It's I have to it's just a natural instinct. When I see two people arguing, I just stop them let's work this out, or what's the problem?
We promised every 9th grade student that if they are interested in having an adult mentor, that we will find somebody to be their mentor. The purpose of a mentor relationship is that it gives kids an experience of another positive adult in their life. Studies have shown that kids who prosper in their lives have many positive adults in their life who care about them. So this is an opportunity to have another one who's not a member of their family. Sometimes it's good to have somebody who's not a member of your family who you can talk to.
She wants to be a teacher.
Oh, and she's a teacher.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, I just retired, but we've been able to talk a lot about what that's like as a career, and I can give her some advice on colleges and what to study in terms of becoming a teacher.
When students design their own projects, they develop more leadership skills, more ownership, more of a positive attitude, more of a drive to achieve. They become so much more focused on what they can do rather than what they can't do. So you're doing reflections, you're writing, you're developing your writing skills, you're learning how to speak in public, you're learning how to problem solve, you're learning how to develop an actual issue or concern or need in the community from the beginning to completion. You're getting involved with community agencies. You're learning how to maneuver in real life, not just in the classroom.
Multicultural curriculum teaches kids that the voices of all cultures need to be represented in this very diverse world, and that if people who are oppressed are going to be part of a change, they need to value themselves, their culture, the cultures of others, and not just be dependent on one version of history and one way of seeing the world.
The struggle for justice and equality was not just in America. Across the world, people in different races, cultures, and religions suffer as well.
You have to learn how to defend your opinion, so it becomes more than an opinion. And I've seen evidence of that, and I think today we heard some evidence of that, of really thoughtful approaches to important ideas. But it takes, you have to build a culture of that.
With the critical thinking and the conflict resolution and the ideas to make everything connect and work, that it helps them in their writing and their organization. I see it through my drama playwriting class. It's an outlet for students who normally are very quiet or shy. Okay, they may not want to get up and act, but there's another venue for them through writing. But 2 years ago, one of our seniors submitted a play on his own. Through that outlet, he was able to come to understand who he was, where he was going, and what he needed to do. And he's went on to college. I'm very pleased and happy to say that he is one of 2 plays that are being showcased in 2 weeks down at the Philadelphia Theater Company. It's Young Playwrights that's sponsoring it, but they're using the new theater on Broad Street.
They remind me of my friends and I when we were in high school and wanting to explore things beyond the classroom. And I feel like these students have a lot of potential to do really great things.
There are 3 major areas that people really could support the school. First, financially, through supporting some of the programs that are very integral part of the thematic focus. And secondly, the mentoring program. And then last, in tutoring and supporting our students' academic needs.
We're looking for people, I think, who want to be supporters of this program, who really believe that there's something that young people can do through their own voice in challenging the level of violence which they are being forced to grow up in.
Success is not just, being a professional basketball player, football player. You can have success in any career that you go into. You can have family, you can have a career. Also being educated, being well-spoken, being able to speak to people in a certain way, being able to get up in front of a crowd and talk about your views and be able to exchange ideas with different people in a certain way.
Our graduation rate is 100%. The college acceptances is 98%. And the other 2%, some of them are planning on the, the armed forces.
At first I wanted to do like law, and I wanted to be this great lawyer. But now as time went on, I see what's going on around me. I want to get into the political science, because you start to notice all the bad things, the lies that, everything, the media puts out, to hide things and everything. I just want to change things for the better.
I started to speak out more. I ran for vice president. I wasn't afraid to stand up in front of my peers and speak out. I mean, look at me. I'm doing a videotape for the school. I would have never done this before.
I'm hoping that we're going to send this well-rounded citizen who is not only having the intellect, but having the heart to serve.
No, it's choice you don't